Krishna, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Good morning, Lalita. Welcome. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's chant a little japa together. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Krishna Hari Hari, Hari Rama. Yes, Woody, just first, you've done this stuff, LSD and things like that. It takes a while to get grounded and to get purified. And things come out and they come and they cover your eyes. Yeah. So yeah, it just takes a while. So just stick around, take as much as you can get. If it gets too much, just kind of back off, because there's a lot of purification goes on here. Yeah. And it looks like you're real sensitive, so you have to be careful, because you can get all kinds of different planes of, flying around different planes. Drugs can, have a big effect. So yeah, just be careful. Don't do too much here. Yeah. Hare Krishna. There's no demons here. None. Zero. They can. If anything, they come out of people. We exercise them out, Hare Krishna. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just a little worried, concerned, just want to make sure everybody's okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chanting the holy name is the most beautiful experience. It's, nothing like it in this world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I feel more grateful every day, it's just amazing. God, this is too good that it must be true. Only something really true can be this good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll check your comments later. This is a little bit hard to read right now. Too much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Govinda Radha 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 Radhe Radha 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 Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Madhava 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 Radha Govinda 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 Radha Krishna Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Nitai Gauranga 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 Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda Ah, Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. What a great path this is. Simple and sublime. Just tasting and relishing Krishna's name and Radha's name. Radha's love for Krishna. Yeah, Radha. She knows how to love Krishna so good. Hare Krishna. So back to the basics. So Vedavyas gets to see Narada. His heart is not quite satisfied. That's why people in the world, they're going after all these different material things, thinking they can find satisfaction. It's like kind of like being in the desert, in your desert, and you're like really thirsty, and then you start to have mirage. You see, this is a problem. Everybody in this world's really thirsty, man, and they're having these mirage visions, and their imaginations are coming. You ever see people in the desert when they need some water, man? They need some water. They need some food, especially water, and they design, and they want it. And so, but they're having visions and these mirages. Oh, there's water. There's an oasis over there, but it's not really there. They're just hopeful and want and see. And so that's the material world. It's like that because everybody is suffering from this lack of real water, and they're going after everything. Oh, it's in the money. Oh, if I get 1 billion, then I'll be satisfied, and they're trying to put sand on the tongue. It's like, they go and they see this mirage money, and then they put it, and they try to drink that, and they put it on their tongue, but it's just sand. It's not the water, but they don't know what is the water. This Bhagavatam is the water. Bhagavad Gita is the water. The Bible is the water. Understood, by those. See, blessed are those who are purified in heart. See how? By this process. Blessed are those who are purified in heart, because they shall see God. They shall see God. They shall see God in the Bhagavatam. See, because that's the book incarnation of God. That's his coming here in the world in the form of a book. See, they shall see God. Blessed are those who are purified in heart, either in this life or a previous life. They will see their guru. This is the mercy empowered version of the Lord in this world, here coming to save me. This is the surrendered soul that has come here to speak the word of God, to lift me out of illusion. This is the water I've been looking for. You see how people are like that? When they come here, they get purified, and they hear it. This is like water. See, this is like, this is what I was looking for. I thought I was looking for a beautiful woman or a beautiful man and wife or husband or a job or money or wealth. See, and you find wandering and wandering. This is Lord Caitanya taught this in Chaitanya Charitamrita to Sanatana and Rupa. He says, wandering and wandering, all these unlimited souls are going through the universe, up to heaven and down to hell, and in between into the earths. Different parts of the universe is looking to, looking for satisfaction. Eh? And if they're lucky, they meet a bona fide spiritual master. See, even Vedavyas, he went and produced this beautiful work called the Shastras, the Dharma Shastras. How to the moral principles of Mahabharata, which a lot of Vedic sequences about moralities and how to follow disciplinary actions and rules, regulations, and then liberation about going into the becoming one with God and stuff like that. And my heart, he says, his heart is still not satisfied. You would think, huh? See, the soul will not be fully satisfied till it comes to this level of complete intimacy. That's why the Lord said, and Jesus said, they both all say that the ones that come here to really deliver people, real deliverance is getting devotion. See, because this is what purifies the heart, so you can see God. You can appreciate God in His name. You can taste God in His name. You can taste God in His scriptures. Okay? You can see the whole world is a manifestation of the Lord. You don't see anything independent of that transcendental Lord. See, now you are in the Lord. Like Bhagavad Gita says, the whole world, everybody, all these living beings are in me, but I'm not in them. But now things have changed for you because you got the mercy of a bona fide spiritual master. And now not only are we in God and we can't see Him because we're just in Him. He has to give us the eyes. Only when devotion is awakened, then we can say, the Lord is in us also. The Lord is outside of us and inside of us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the Bhagavatam says the same thing. All the essence of truth is always the same. It's always very beautiful, very perfect. It's the real path, is this relish. And the only way to really get this relish is to follow this path. Give up give up these stupid, these astrologies and these other stupid paths. Taste for the Lord is the best. Otherwise, you'll never. This lady here will never be fully satisfied with this. She'll find out. This is the path. Lord Caitanya, you can say, I'm on a spiritual path. I'm sorry. You may accept it right now, but you will be dissatisfied because Lord Caitanya is the only meaning for the person advancing in spiritual life. No, is this the only path? What does this say? Well, that's the scripture, and it's really true. And if you get a taste of that, then you'll know. There's no path like this. No path of easy peasy spiritual enlightenment. What do you want to work your butt off? Well, that's what people are doing. Working their butt off, trying to advance spiritually. They don't even know what spirit is. This lady here, thank you for your service, by the way, there. She don't know what spirit is yet. I'm on my path. There's arrogance and ignorance. Lord Chaitanya's she got a sense of that when she was here. Well, as soon as we met, springtime, everything started to work. Oh, well, God, everything just flowing. But I'm on my spiritual path. How ignorant is that there, huh, Lalita? That is really pure ignorance. See? Well, that's fine. I don't, people say, well, you got to talk about me. I don't care. I'm just going to talk about anybody I feel like it because it's just what it's coming. I'm here to preach. I'm here to show people. I'm here to show people who are in ignorance. She crossed my path. Whoever crosses my path, I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to belittle their paths. Because belittle. You got to pronounce it. Be little because it is little, These things are these little things. Lord Caitanya, I tell you, is the only meaning of advancing in spiritual life, man. You tell me how you can get an experience better than chanting His holy name, right, Lalita? Isn't that, what kind of, every other path is diddly squat. I'm sorry, man. That's the truth. You may not accept it out there. This may cause heavy purification for you because everybody's used to, it's all paths. Yeah, well, that's Bhagavad Gita preaching. All paths lie upon Krishna like pearls on a string. Well, we want the best pearl, man. I'm here to glorify the best pearl. I don't want to get this chastisement that Murari Gupta got, for not preaching that bhakti is best. What is it? Lord Chaitanya says, I come here, and this is a special time, that I come here and you're not preaching vigorously that this path is the best because it's true, it is. And everybody can follow this path. And those who do are going to be blessed 1,000 times more than they're following all these diddly squat paths that take many lifetimes. Even, give up that Narayan Raj path. I mean, nice guy. It's not good enough to be a nice guy and good, moral person and all that stuff. No, you need this ecstatic mercy, man. You got to chant the holy name in ecstasy, man, and taste it and distribute it. Then you're in line with Lord Chaitanya's purpose. Isn't that true? Isn't it Lord Caitanya came here to taste the nectar of the holy name, just like the song we play, right? Taste the sweetness of his name and distribute it. Isn't that exactly what we're doing and empowered to do? See, and that's deliverance, man. That's real mercy. That's God, man. That's the true Lord in his true most merciful incarnation in this world. To meet a devotee, tasting the nectar of the holy name, showing you that union, showing that they're married. You know how women, they show you, they show their marriage with, oh, I'm married, you see, I'm married. And everybody else says, oh, you see. See, devotees, they come here and say, you see, I'm married, man. You see, I got my ring, man. My ring, see that ring of devotion, man? See, that's my marriage. This is, and you know what? I'm here to marry people. Anybody else want to get married like this? You want to be so intimate and close with God, like this? Yeah, man, it'll put a smile on your face. See, Fanny's got it. I love chanting. It's my strength every day. Where do you get that, man? See? Wandering and wandering and wandering. All these souls in this world, when they're good, fortunate, they meet a bona fide spiritual master bona fide spiritual master is one who knows what devotion is by experience. There it is. That's it. Jesus knew what it was. We obviously know that. Prabhupada knew that by experience. See, and it gave him great revelation, gave Jesus great revelation. Without devotion, you don't have no revelation. You got to be Bhagavad Gita 10:10. That's why I love that verse. It's the essence of the truth. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, Krishna, Ram, Christ, whatever you want to call it, Allah. If there's loving devotion in there, that's that loving, ecstatic devotion. If that's in there, you're going to get revelation about the absolute truth. You're going to start really learning something. Otherwise, people don't. What do you think? Learning is study of the Vedas? The Vedas, come on, even the Vedas say the Vedas are searching for Krishna, but don't find. The best you're going to do from that, Krishna sees you're sincere, God sees you're sincere. He sends you to a realized soul like Veda Vyas even got from Narada. Narada Muni was an ecstatic devotee who chanted the holy name with great ecstatic love. That's who you're going to meet. That's bona fide. That's authorized. That's authentic. That's real. That's the only real thing that you will meet in this world. Is such a devotee in some lifetime. Not in every lifetime you get such an experience. That's what the Vedas say. Prabhupada quote, not in every lifetime you get a bona fide spiritual master, especially one that's going to do the final deliverance. Usually at best you get a Moses-like character. A Moses comes and give you a lot of rules and regulations and mandates just to follow. That's called religion, because that's all you're qualified for. You got to work for your salvation and you never fully get it. Just like Veda Vyas taught, work for your salvation. Do these rules, mandates. You must, you have to. You work for your salvation and liberation, but you still don't get it. What you do get, if the Lord sees you're sincere, is frustrated. You're putting a little bit of sand on your tongue and it's not satisfying because you need water. Real water is just what the Lord said. I'll just spell it out, man, right here in the Bhagavatam, this beautiful Bhagavatam. If you don't think this is a 10, you don't know the Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam is the form of the Lord, very shapely, man. It's a number 10. Very buff, very beautiful, very shapely, very attractive. Okay? That's what you get by being around real devotees. You become attracted to God. You're attracted to the Bhagavatam, attracted to the name. See? Now you know what real water is, and you just keep drinking. See? Regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, you just keep drinking the water, keep hearing, chanting, remembering, all that stuff. You just keep drinking, and let everybody see this big smile on your face until they start asking questions. Oh, yeah, well, what are you drinking, man? What kind of alcohol are you drinking? Oh, no, I'm intoxicated by drinking the name of God. My guru gave me the ability to do that, man. Oh, you want to do that? Well, come in our line. Our line is here right now. Just step to the front of the line. See, you meet a devotee here, they say, oh, all these paths there, you're more or less, you're in the back of the line or in the middle or in all these paths, the pearls on the string type of thing. You meet a real devotee who's got a real guru and delivering the real ecstasy and the real truth, the real essence, confidential and all that, like here. And you meet that kind of person, they take you, oh, come to the front of the line. To the best path. Come to the front of the line and drink the water. We got a fountain of youth here, by the way. Just come here and drink this water and live forever. Oh, whoever you are, you're a demon over there way in the back of the line. Come forward. Yeah, come. If you want to come to the front of the line and drink this nectar of immortality. Because you were trying to get your immortality, put your consciousness in the clone body. That doesn't work very well. You could see how these clones, they just don't work very well. They haven't perfected. Just put their AIs and all this technology and everything. Come over here. This is very organic, man. This is very pure. This is very real. You don't need all that technology and stuff to be really happy. To satisfy your tongue. See, the thing is, that tongue will never be satisfied because it's not your tongue. It's not you, really. No. Come here, we'll awaken your spiritual tongue, and we'll put real water on there, and you're going to think, wow, this is so good, man. This is so nice. This is real life. Oh, I got life everlasting, man. This is never going to stop. What if I get some symptoms like yawning, laughing, hair standing on end, ecstatic feeling, but not crying yet? Oh, yeah. They're just various symptoms, and matter of fact, yawning there, you might yawn first, see? and other things. And then the others will develop. The crying will definitely develop. You'll see. It's just natural, just naturally. Yawning is a good sign, too, if you yawn a lot. See, like Maria, she was getting the yawning, man. See, she was on her way, man, but took a little path here. I'm trying to help in my own crazy way. Yeah. Narada said, "You have not actually broadcast the sublime and spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. That philosophy which does not satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord are considered worthless." See? Oops. See, there's so many philosophies out there, but that philosophy that does not satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord. So the ultimate satisfaction for the Lord is the Bhagavan level of realization. That's the supreme personality of Godhead. See? So what satisfies the transcendental senses of the Lord is that glorification of the absolute truth. See, the truth will set you free. So when you meet a devotee, a real devotee, a real guru, they've learned the art, the science of satisfying the transcendental senses of the Lord. See? That's the only thing that's going to make the Lord happy, and it's going to make us happy forever. See? Otherwise, we get our happiness is very superficial. It's in the material dualities. Happy, sad. You ever see people happy? They get a little intoxicated. Oh, I'm so happy. And the next day, oh, I'm so sad. I'm so happy. I'm so sad. I'm so happy. I'm so sad. And it's material. See? Devotees, they also kind of feel like that very happy, very happy, and sometimes a transcendental sadness, or it appears to be sadness, but it's not really. It's a very ecstatic state of yearning and union and desiring the Lord. This is Yoga Maya creates that pastimes. The happiness and sadness of the world is the shadow. See, this is the dark. This is in the dark. So, and that's to do with the body. You get happy because of somebody. See, because somebody is trying to be somebody and they're fooling you. And this mirage in the world, you think, oh, this somebody is making me happy listening. And then you become very sad when you're withdrawn from that in your body, in your material body. See, the devotees, they have a spiritual body awakened within their material body, is a spiritual form now, is awakening, and it's being nourished by Hari Katha and chanting the names. It just grows more and more and more, deep, 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 deep. And there's a kind of happiness and sadness, union and separation, and all kinds of transcendental feelings even. You know, sometimes pride is there, sometimes deep humility is there. It's not like, see, devotees speculate, and because they're not really devotees yet. You have to have real devotion to be a real devotee. See, so people speculate. They think, oh, a devotee is always humble. You know, they're always going around like this. They have no other emotion but this cast down look. And oh, Prabhu, that's what see. It's speculation. They don't know. The book doesn't agree. The book says, yeah, devotee is always humble. Yeah, and on one level, there's always there, but you don't always see that. You might see various emotions in devotees. See, only the most fortunate see that. See, and sometimes the devotee is very chivalrous, busting Maya, fighting Maya like this. See? Just like the Lord Krishna, he fought Maya, very, robust, very chivalrous. That's God, man. He's like that. So, like father, like son. Even the sons of Krishna, they had this transcendental qualities of their father, Krishna, and they would go out and challenge Maya, challenge the opposite sides, go and fight with the Kurus. Yeah. And sometimes they have pride. They're very proud. See, but it's spiritual pride. They're proud of Krishna. They're proud of the devotees. They're proud of devotional service. You can see in all this preaching here, if you really analyze, you see all kinds of different moods going on here. And people who are not purified, they come and they project their own. You see, he's proud. You see, he's aggressive. You see, he's this. They project all these they can't see. Why? Because they have the qualities of the lower nature to find fault with ecstatic devotees, which is, it's nothing new. I mean, that's most Vaishnavas on the Vaidhi level will naturally find fault because it's different than them. They are in another level of consciousness. A devotee is in another level of consciousness. Okay? So this devotional level is it gives you the most transcendental happiness that lasts forever, and the greatest intelligence gives you the full scope of understanding the essence of truth. You understand Maya Tattva, the essence of the truth about Maya. Okay? Yeah, you understand. Like let's just take Maya Tattva. I have an interesting example. There are people that understand this Maya to an extent. Okay? Like this one guy, this Andrew Tate. I was listening to him. He just got arrested. And he knew it would happen. And because he would speak about the Maya, the way it is working, to an extent. He only understood it to an extent, but he couldn't relish transcendental mellows. So this guy was very, according to the world, see, very charismatic, very intelligent. A lot of people started to look up to him and everything. But but his consciousness was not purified to the deeper level, and so all he could do was be like a Neo. See, like the Neo, he understood the matrix. See, a lot of people get up to this level of understanding the matrix, what's going on in the world, how the Maya is working. It's working like under the direction of a higher force, and very in this world demoniac, actually, at this time. The demons and the demigods control the material universe, but actually beyond them is the supreme controller. That these guys don't know. Okay? So they always get taken down because they cannot access the deeper nature, and that's why they go for money. Like this Andrew Tate, he has all these expensive cars. They go for everybody gets corrupted by material opulences of Maya here, until you get the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the real creator and the real destroyer and the real maintainer of the material. And he's the maintainer. See, he's not the creator of the spiritual universe. That's only here. He's only the maintainer of the spiritual universe. That's what we want to do, is get up into that frequency of the spiritual universe and be maintained by Krishna. That's what's being done here. That's why even Vaishnavas aspiring for perfection can't understand what we're doing, because many of us are vibrating on that spiritual dimension, and we're bringing it into this world. This is a very amazing feat. Okay? This means deliverance for many people. People who come and get connected to this frequency, you'll feel this deliverance, like you're being delivered from material consciousness. You start to feel the transcendental virtues of God, and they're very attractive. And you never, when you go deep into this, you will never want to come back. All you got to do is fight with your own demons inside a little bit, because they're pulling on you, trying to pull you back. Just start letting them go as best. That's the inner struggle that happens for a while. But Krishna will win, because Krishna is all attractive. He's more attractive than misery and things that cause us misery. You just got to keep going deep in the truth about God. Okay? Stay close in Sadhu Sangha, and you will overcome all things, all these demons inside that are making you miserable and making your life inauspicious will be conquered. Okay? Stay in the circle if you can, because then otherwise, like Sita, see, was it Nityananda? Lakshman, who's an expansion of Nityananda. They're all, is the original, like the original guru. And he told Sita, see, you're getting bhakti here, you're getting devotion here. And it starts as a sprout, small. It needs to be protected from Maya, because Maya comes right in there. See, she's standing outside of this circle. In this circle, Maya won't come. She may come in, but her fangs, they can't act. You see that we got these people represent Maya. They come in the circle, but they can't, they bite, but they're no poison. It doesn't affect the devotees here unless they're new. Yeah. So stay in the circle, and your devotion will grow more and more and more. See? And the demons will come out of you. They'll come out and go outside of that circle. See? So this is the exorcism part. It's an incidental activity that has to be done. Otherwise, it causes checks your devotional service, causes problems. Exactly. See, transcendental sadness is also happiness for the devotee. And you just have to get this experience. Here you have that possibility. Anywhere else, I haven't seen that possibility. People say, these gurus, these teachers, these Radhakun Babajis, they say they have it, but we don't see it. I never, they show something that's not like what you read about in the books. Not to that intensity. Maybe they shed a tear, a drop once in a while or something, but you don't see the full blown out expression of Lord Caitanya anywhere but here. Here you see devotees getting it, and going deeper and deeper in it. It's just getting stronger and stronger, and people are starting to feel it. Many people are coming more and more here. They can't catch the lives. They watch the replays, and here's where you're going to get real spiritual strength. Here you're going to get real water. But there's a purification phase. You got to realize, hey man, you got to get purified so you can drink this water. Your spiritual body has to be activated, and you have to drink this water regularly. Otherwise, the old part will pull on you, and if you're weak because you don't stay here and get strong around strong devotees, stronger devotees, then Maya just comes in there and just whisks you away. I've seen this numerous times. Or you commit offenses. You start thinking you're better than the teacher here. You're better than Gaur Hari Das. Devotees don't think about like that I'm better than their teacher. Yeah. That's why if you come here and you don't come to the point of seeing that there's a real teacher here, there's a real spiritual master here, if you don't come to that point, you'll leave. You won't, because you can't follow this path. That's the whole point. I teach this path. You don't like it. People say, well, I don't come here. I don't want a guru, but I like the energy. Oh, you'll leave. I've seen it so many times. I just want to usurp the energy and don't want to follow the path. Well, I'm here to make representatives of the real path. And representatives, if you get this bhakti here, then you'll get the right realization and understanding. You go in the door and you become the shepherd of those who want to go and get and attain God. Truly. Then you teach the path by your own example of being dedicated to Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. If that dedication to Guru is not here, you'll see, you'll leave. I might as well just tell everybody, if you just come here not for me, eventually you'll go, or you'll just be a thorn in the devotees here. You'll be one of these tricksters, not really a devotee. You'll be one of these cowherd boys that come. This is one of the obstacles that come into the association of the devotees. And act like a cowherd boy, but you're not really. You don't have the right understanding. You have a different opinion. We get some of those too. So ultimately, you got to be an example. Okay? If you don't have this, because you cannot get this kind of level of consciousness on your own. Nobody can. You got to get it delivered to you by a devotee. And if it's really delivered to you and you're really understanding this and getting Krishna's real mercy, you'll always be grateful. Just like the book says, you will be the book. You will always be grateful to Guru. So, if you come here, this is what we're teaching. If you should see, well, is this the path I want to follow? Because not everybody does. They still believe they can do it on their own. They believe their own mind and their own speculations are going to deliver them. Okay, well, until you are fed up with that, like Vedavyas, you realize, I need some help, man. Even he said, I need some help. And it's only the ones who really know God because of this deep, ecstatic, genuine worship in devotion, purified. And then the Lord says, okay, we're connected now. I want to use you to teach the real path of deliverance. I want to use you to teach the narrow gate. Yeah, and this is how it is. You don't. That's what the books are. Teach you chapter 1. Can you imagine? They're teaching chapter 1. Prabhupada said, Chaitanya Charitamrita is the postgraduate teaching for Krishna consciousness. So listen out there in the world, or devotees. And chapter 1 is all about the spiritual master. If one is very fortunate, they get the association of a bona fide spiritual master. See? And through the actions of the Bhagavat, you see this book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat, this devotion is awakened in your heart. See? That's the formula. That's the way. You got some other path to it? Okay, good luck. All these other paths will lead you to this path. It's always like this. Jesus taught this. Jesus said, everything you've done, all your fastings, all your rules, your regulations, whatever you did, everything it was meant to bring you to me, bring you to the guru, bring you to the person empowered with the transcendental power of God to bring you to the path, the spiritual dimension of consciousness and being in that, being for that, directing the souls out of this illusion through the narrow gate. Otherwise, you got more lifetimes. That Lady Maria, more, I can't help it that she's ignorant like that. It's just natural. So she got her own path. That's, and that's why the world, and that's why her teachers are demigods and demons. That's the whole world. Demigods and demons will teach you. You want to be taught by demigods and demons? They can't give you full satisfaction. Those who get the mercy here know what I'm talking about. Krishna gives full satisfaction. You know you've arrived. You know what real gratefulness is. You know what real forgiveness is. You know what real spiritual power is. You know reality, and you can distinguish it from all of these illusions. If your faith is in demigods or demons, the lies and the deceptions of demons, or in the speculations of the demigods, there's not full satisfaction. And eventually you'll come to this kind of place. You'll get a real guru who'll teach you the power of devotion, the glories of devotion. Pure love for God is life's ultimate goal. And that's here. See, that's here. And this is where you get it, is where people can actually see it and learn its value. We come here to teach the value of devotion and the process to quickly attain it. You're not good with that? Go follow the paths of the demigods. Go to ISKCON. Go to these gurus over there until you're ready for this. Go where they're teaching something else. They're talking Varnashram Dharmas and all that stuff. Go over there. Yeah, you want to be delivered in this life? You want to see really happy people? You want to see people who have found the pearl of great price, the treasure of all treasures? Well, I'm very proud to announce it's all here. See what pride is? I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud that the Lord is using this Sangha and these devotees to deliver the world, whoever wants to be delivered. I'm very proud of having devotees and disciples and intimate friends here that are coming here that are so beautiful with transcendental virtues, have transcendental love for God and for the devotees. See, that's how it is. I love, glory. I don't want to glorify the world. I don't want to glorify worldly paths. I don't have that nature. I'm here to distinguish them. I want to glorify the absolute truth, but people they need a bridge. I can't just say, show the glories. Oh, they think, oh, this guy is mad. Look at him. Oh, he's a madman. Look, what is this? We don't know. What is devotion? Who's going to teach it? Who out there is qualified to teach it? Who's going to teach Bhagavatam and these principles? Who's going to teach the glories of meeting a bona fide spiritual master? People need to know that, don't they? Otherwise, you haven't found the path, man. They're the door to bhakti, man. They're the door to paradise. Jesus taught the door to paradise. You got to find the door. The door is the living devotee, because they got the real life, and they teach. They have the life that's in the book. You only read about the book, the life in the book, and it stays in the book, and it comes out in the preaching of the devotee. They preach you the book. The life in the book and that's how you get it. That life is transferred in you. It's promoted into you. See, moted, movement, moves into you. To destroy people's illusion. See, yeah, a lot of people look up to him, but they use someone like that to destroy people's illusion. They create mind. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, like I say, like the Tate. Another guy was this McAfee. Yeah, McAfee. These guys, they could see how the illusion is working to an extent. But they're all taken down, because the illusion just takes you down. You got to go in through the narrow gate. See? They were all materialistic. That McAfee was completely out of control because, everybody gets corrupted unless this is the thing. You can be the most intelligent person in the world and people will look up to you, be charismatic and everything, but Maya will take you down. She's the doorkeeper. She's the protector of Vrindavan. All these demons are protect Vrindavan. See? They're on the deeper level. See, Lord Caitanya was very pleased when he heard the statement of Advaita was very realized, because, see, Lord Caitanya wanted to go to Jagannath Puri. And everybody was saying, oh, no, there's all these obstacles. The Muslims will hinder you, and they do this to you and do this to you. They're all these people like this. And Advaita said, you go, Lord. I know the truth, man, truth about you, the esoteric truth. All these obstacles are your servants. And the Lord smiled. He said, oh, Advaita knows. He knows me. He knows. See, this is what you got to know. You come here, we'll teach you how to be better. See, everybody's looking up to these like Andrew Tate, and they're like a hero because they tried to attack the matrix and the illusion. See, and all they got is like a Neo level. The Neo, if you watch that movie, the last one, Neo and Trinity, they could only get command and understanding of the matrix and not be so influenced by it. And people look up to that. Oh, wow, they know what the matrix is and all this. And look, they got all this money and all this stuff, and they know how to use the matrix. Yeah, people, they come up to that level of, oh yeah, I can use affirmations and draw wealth to me. See, that's all they got in, because they think they're their body still. They don't know about the spiritual body. They don't know about developing. See, that's what we're here for. See, everybody will transcend the matrix and not be corrupted by the matrix. See, that's the last trick of the matrix, of this Maya. Matrix and Maya is the same illusion. It's created by the Lord's shadow. It's divine in the sense. It's the Lord's potency. So therefore, on our own, with our own intelligence, or even demigod intelligence, demon intelligence, we cannot transcend it. See? Only with divine intelligence coming from the Lord through the parampara, see, you'll overcome all of these things. See? And then we're in the matrix and not corrupted by its opulences. Because when you understand the matrix, everything you can do, like this Andrew Tate did and this McAfee. They were able to manipulate things like the manipulators, and they can get all these material opulences, but they also got corrupted. You can see it. They speculate and all this stuff. They just still on the material or speculative philosophical level to a degree. See, but they can't fully transcend it. Here you can do that. See, because we have information that they don't have. I take shelter of CHD, Maharaj, Gurudev, and the loving devotees. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the mood, how you transcend it. You just stay in that consciousness, you'll be good. Yeah, that's how it works. Even Christians, I know you were attracted to Christian. I'm attracted. I love devotion. I love wherever I see it. I love the Christian mood, of devotion. I'll always love that. Why? Because Krishna loves that. He loves they're devotees, real devotees. And actually, on the broader sense, everybody is a devotee. But in the Maya, we're here to preach and pull people out of this miserable. When you're devoted to the body and to the bodies in this world and the worldly things in the world, in the universe, the material universe, it's suffering and painful in various levels and ways, and confusing, and you're in a maze, man. Bumping into walls, looking at you think what is dark is light, and then just looking and wandering all over the place. See, and when you're fortunate, many people, you come here, you're fortunate because we got the Bhagavatam. I love the Bhagavatam. I love teaching these things. I love this name now, more and more and more. See, and I'm sharing. This is the path. Lord Caitanya gave us the power to love his name and become stronger, more and more clear, become spiritual teachers and then spiritual masters, and deliver people out of this illusion. See, you have not actually broadcast the sublime and spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. See, these spotless glories, starting with Guru Tattva, this is spotless. This is a spot. There's no spot on the path of getting a bona fide spiritual master. That is, to the Lord, is perfect, regardless of what you see, material imperfections in their bodies, or they're fat or they're skinny or anything. If the Lord is using them, it's perfect. It's spotless, man, because you get delivered. That's where, what is it to have a person, this is what the illusion, they try to say, oh, this person's spotless. He's a pure devotee. He's a saint. He's this. Oh, he acts perfectly. And a lot of times it's just imitation, and they just show you a face. You ever see people, they show you a face? It's not really your face. Inside is something different. See, the devotees, they show you the face of God, the truth of God, the happiness of the true Lord, the transcendental Lord. Everybody else is trying to show you a face of what they speculate that God looks like. See, a speculation on that, a word that's not really clear and true and real. Only the real devotees who have real deep devotion speak the word of God. See, the word of God is everywhere. What word are you hearing? Are you hearing the God of the mode of goodness, ignorance, or passion? See? Yeah, that's God speaking it through materialistic minds. Do you want to worship that God? Well, that God is not transcendental. That God is still material, and therefore you'll have material problems, material sufferings. You will be subject to birth and death. That is your God. See, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. There's two ways to see that, to understand what I'm talking about. You need to see the shadow way, the shadow word. Who is your God? Well, Bill Gates. Oh, Fauci. Oh, Biden. Okay, that's your God? Trump. Yeah, he's my savior. These guys are my savior. I believe they're my authorities. I believe in their word. See? That's your God. Well, what is the result? Lockdown, belief in the mask, even in fresh air, doing things, detrimental things, taking shots full of poisons. See? That's your God. That's who you believe in? What's the result of worshiping such a God, believing in the words of such a God, believing in these hypocrisies and lies? Not very good, is it? People are dying, sudden death syndromes, and people become so dumbed down and stupid they can't add 1 and 1 equals 2. They can't put it together. They can't connect the dots. That's what you get for worshiping the governments as your controllers, as your guardians. And they're corrupted now. Oh yeah, full corruption, full power corruption now. People can see it, because the hell of that is just arising into the awareness, and people are seeing this corruption. See, that's what you get. That's what these gurus get. They get the position. They don't deserve it unless you're an actual empowered devotee. And I'm here to teach the real line, not bullshit lines, not speculations. Well, that doesn't do you very good. That's why it takes many lifetimes. You follow their speculations. I'm here to teach the truth that gets you into the kingdom quick. Straight, get directions here. It's like the clear directions. You ever go to India and you're trying to get somewhere? Prabhupada used to use this. You have to ask 3 people to find out where you go, where to really go, because people out of pride, see this pride, material pride and all this, they'll tell you, even though they don't know, but they want to look like they know. See, the whole world is full of speculations and prides and competitions and false prestiges, and everybody's telling you, oh yeah, go this way. Oh, he's an authority. Tony Robbins and all these guys. I mean, they're doing what they do. That's with the deck they're dealt with. But fortunate is you get a clear being who's clear because of devotional worship, ecstatic worship of the Lord. See, Bhagavad Gita 10 in person. Fortunate to get a person like this who has clear vision of where the destination, the final destination is. See, the real understanding of what life is about to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, prema bhakti, I give them the real understanding. What is this understanding? The understanding of how to get out of this material universe, how to be close to God forever. How about that understanding? Is that valuable to anybody? You want to be intimate with God where he's your bosom buddy forever? You can recognize him and you can live with him and sleep with him and talk with him, and be guided by that Lord, that transcendental Lord perfectly, and give those eyes to others. You want that kind of service? You want to be a soul winner? Well, that's what we do here. We're not just talking about, oh, I'm Guru Day. Oh, my Guru's so great. Yeah, what's so great about it? Well, we don't know. We just say that because everybody else is saying that. We follow the herd. You follow this herd. We got a smaller herd here, but you follow this herd, you get a different result. What's so great about your Guru? Oh, they'll tell you. The ones who got the mercy of the real path. They're on the real teaching. See, the real fruit tree with real transcendental fruit of love of God on it. They'll tell you plenty. What have you learned from your Guru? Well, ask the devotees here. They tell you every day. They go on Facebook Live. What about the fruits out there? What are they doing? What are the disciples of these gurus getting? Just a big show bottle. That's all I see. Oh, they're putting on a nice show. Oh, look at the big seats. Oh, look at the big ceremonies. Look at the big pandals they do to work. Oh, look at the big temples with the big deities. They got big external stuff, big external show. And people are like, wow, that's so great. Okay, well, keep following that until you think, well, maybe it's not so great. Maybe it's just, is there anything deeper in this Krishna consciousness movement or any movement? Is there any movement in this world deeper than what I'm doing? God, I feel like I'm not really progressing. Do I need to follow another path? Actually, no, you just need to follow the path you're on in these religions in the correct way, in the way that produces transcendental results, so that you get some water on your real tongue. You got to find out, learn what a real tongue is. A real tongue is one that can chant the holy name in ecstasy. That's what we do here. We give you a real tongue. You see? And when you get that real tongue, you get a real brain. See? That understands the transcendental knowledge, the essence of everything. All right, what do we got here? Babylon is fallen. That's right. It's falling, Babylon. Babylon is just people in Maya, a lot of demoniac stuff going on. Oh. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. This is the glory of this path. This path is perfect that we teach here. What is the perfection of it? Well, every other path I see makes you a sheeple, disempowered more or less in some way. You don't get full power. Here you get full power, man. You know, what is full power? People, full power is you get the truth, man. That, man, when you get the real understanding, that is full power. When you get the real understanding, the glories of devotion and love for God, that's full power, man. The full power, man, you get here. Yeah, and you get it. You become as good as Guru in the right way, not in a false ego way, not in a Mayavadi way, like some people that leave here. They think, oh, I'm as good and better than Gaur Hari Das. That's not a Vaishnava. You don't think like that. If you get this kind of mercy, see, people have these obstacles. It's like Mahavirya. Mahavirya, wrote that beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. Saw so many songs he wrote at the time he was with us. And then he sees this darshan of Lord Caitanya in the water, but he didn't see it at first. I had to call his attention to it and show him what he couldn't see, because that's Krishna. See? He wouldn't have got any of that. Where is he? Oh, he's as good as Guru now. At first, he had a little humility, seeing things correctly to an extent. But then, this other mood comes. See, lost the path. You lose this path. Can't put two and two together that he saw the darshan in the water and he wrote those songs because the inspiration of the Lord, because he was in the right place. Just didn't figure it out. Meena also didn't figure out what she was getting, how valuable this ecstatic devotion is. Now you can see her before and after pictures. Dry as a bone now. Yeah, just a lot of the people have left here, it's like that. Yeah. The Lord doesn't forget. They're beautiful songs, beautiful. See, full of the right realization. But he lost it. You get covered over again when you leave the circle. Covered over, and his last words that I heard, there's actually no bhakti in this world now. Nothing really like it was, you know. See, even though the song in the song is perfect, it's beautiful, because he was under this umbrella, this shelter. Shows you how Maya is. I know personally, I got out of this shelter also. I know what it's like. You lose it. That's why I stay here. Stay close. So I just mentioned these. You're here to preach, man. They use everything and everybody. Why not, man? What do we got to lose except our illusions? Yeah, I love this verse. You have not actually broadcast the sublime and spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. That philosophy which does not satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord is considered worthless. See? So you see how Bhagavatam is really like, this is real and everything else is unreal. What is real here in this statement? Hey, it sounds like, oh, this is the only way. Yeah, well, you know, if you in the eyes of the Lord, you want to see the eyes of the Lord, people? You want to get his eyes on you? Well, you got to follow the spirit of the verse. You got to follow the conclusion of the verse. Okay? Do you transmit the sublime, spotless glories of the supreme personality of Godhead in this world? Yes or no? Well, if it's a yes, then you'll know, oh, wow, yeah, this satisfies the transcendental sense of the Lord. I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to continue. That's what Prabhupada, when I was doing this, he said, do more of this. Of course, yeah, I like satisfying the sublime, transcendental senses of the Lord. Because that's why, what is my fault? I just tell you to teach the real Bhagavatam. Everything else is useless. Your Varnashram Dharma, if it doesn't, if you're not broadcasting the sublime, spotless glories of the Lord, you will know in your own heart. Are you awakened? Do you know what the value of devotion is? Are you an ecstatic devotee? Because if you are satisfying the sublime, spotless of the transcendental sense of the Lord, you become an ecstatic devotee, man. Very ecstatic about that, because the Lord is very ecstatic. You become like father, like son, like brother, like brother, like brother. You know, you're so close. Oh wow, man! It's over. The happiness of God is your happiness now, because you've learned the art and the science of satisfying the transcendental sense of the Lord. If you don't have that experience, you don't have that true, you're not a true guru like Narada Muni, who understood these things because he was ecstatic devotee, man. He went through the universe, he chanted the holy name, he showed everybody. He was tasting that name, and that he was exuding ecstatic devotion. Remember, he went into the world. You know, remember that Lalita, that where he comes into the world. Govinda probably read this too. Some of you read this. I read this. You know, Narada Muni thought, oh, I want to come into the world and teach people the value of chanting the holy names of the Lord. And he comes and he chants, and he's laughing and he's crying, showing people that he's satisfied the transcendental sense of the Lord. And people couldn't recognize, they didn't understand. You know, who is this madman coming here and he's chanting and crying and laughing and all these things? Well, this was a person who satisfied the transcendental senses of the Lord. He has full understanding and realization of the highest level of all truths and tattvas. And nobody could understand this. That's why now here you meet those kinds of devotees, or here in our Sangha, who taste the nectar in this holy name into the point of ecstasy and truly satisfying, like this verse, the transcendental sense of the Lord, and continue to teach these glories to others. You get that experience. You get to go. You can see where the door is. The door is a person tasting the nectar in the holy name to the point of ecstatic love in a mature condition. They are the verse personified. They've satisfied the transcendental senses of the Lord and got the result. Love of God, life's ultimate goal. There you go. There's your guru, man. There's your door. Who's going to go in there? Otherwise, all of that is worthless in the eyes of one who's realized that. And that's why they don't tell you, because otherwise, a lot of times people will get discouraged. They think their path is all in all. Well, that time is over, because this is the only way to really deliver you now. And this is we have the shelves stocked with this path, man, the real sublime, spotless glories of the Lord. Prabhupada wrote he was stuck in the shelves, man, for us to distribute out. We got plenty of stock here of this. But now it's just, we got to just distribute it out to the world now. Everything else now is useless. Lord Caitanya is the only meaning for advancing in spiritual life now. The only meaning of being delivered from the hands of these demons and even demigods. Their speculations, their arrogance, thinking they know all about that, all about true life, the highest path and all that. Our shelves are stocked with this distribution for love of Krishna. Why? Because we are authorized, because we can taste this. We've gotten the mercy of this. Yeah, it's great. I love speaking about these things. This Bhagavatam, I'm in love. I'm in love. Lord, man, this is you. I'm not ashamed to say it. I just love these verses. Everything else is useless. I don't care if people, how dare he say my path is. I'm sorry. The Bhagavatam says it, therefore it's true. The thing says, I know it's so because the Bible tells me so. Something like that. This is true, man. Everything, when you compare the transcendental glories of the Lord and coming to the point of satisfying transcendental senses, you found the essence of truth. You found the essence of all life, what life's ultimate goal is for. Therefore, everything else in comparison is useless. So I can say that now. Why? Because we got an alternative. We got a place for you to go. We got food on the shelves, man. So come and drop those things. Drop your opinions about demigods and astrologies and recycling and your veganism to deliver you. No, you can still use astrology. You can still be a vegan, but don't think that. Come to this path of real deliverance. Come through the narrow gate, man, and get this ecstatic devotion and find out that this is what life is really about. And then you engage in your occupation a little bit and do astrology charts or, media. Use all that stuff for God's service. You can do, because you got the Word of God now. The Word of God, the will of God is to follow the real path and get the ultimate result like that. Not many paths. Don't follow the Narayan Raj path, right? Not when this is available. You can, okay, he helped you to an extent and everything. Come over here now. Come over here. Get the result instead of many lives. His word is many lifetimes before praying. This word, the Lord changed his mind now. Okay, he wants you to get in this lifetime. Get this word. This word is real. It's true. It works. We already have living witnesses and examples. So it's not like we're lying to you or bullshitting you. We're speculating. No, we got the real deal here, man. This is the science that works. This is the formula to get the result of love of God in this life even. That's right there, Freddie. That's how it works. Great, great verse. See, although great sage, you have very broadly described the four principles beginning with religious performances. You have not described the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, performances, you described, yes. See, the narrative, this is what I learned here dealing with this world. And this is what even people like this, with that guy, Tate guy, Andrew Tate and this McAfee, they understand. They understand it's all narratives here. This is how Maya works. It's the narrative that people believe that's being given to them that sets their course and the course for future generations. So Maya's narrative now is dystopian. See, everything is dystopian. Everything in science fiction movies they want to put out, everything you see is their predictive programming. See, and they give you a certain narrative. People are being programmed. You can't see how they work. What I find is really amazing. The Lord gives me protection. I look at, how it's said on this level of the world, these controllers, sub-controllers, they're not the ultimate controllers. They work for the dark force, you could say. They pass messages to each other through the mainstream media and through the movies. They can see that. They can see the codes and everything. And the beauty of this path is the Lord gives you the ability to see those codes and decode them, and you can see what they're doing. That's what I find interesting and fascinating, because when I watch movies and I watch the mainstream media, that's why you see I preach like I do. I integrated it in, so make bridges for people, make bridges for them to show them that there's somebody out here, because they're listening to this. Don't think this is all crafted. Maya is listening to this. She knows this stuff. Okay? This is also, she can send, Maya can send people here. Maya in the form of, you can call Maya the devil, Lord Shiva. Shiva's in charge of the destructive energies. That's what he does. He's a devotee. Maya is a devotee of the Lord, Maya Devi. She's a great devotee. Yeah, she has this task, is destruction. It's part of the Lord's plan, is, destruction, and maintenance is part of the plan, and creation is part of the plan. It just, what time? Can you tell the times we're living in? Well, it's a destructive time. If you've noticed, things are being, see, the idea is to build back better. You got to destroy what was to build back better. What is the vision of the ones giving the narrations? See, but you see, we're giving a narration too. See, this narration is so wonderful, so amazing. See, this is a narration. This is the transcendental knowledge narration. This is giving information that ties everything together. This is full knowledge of all truths. Can you imagine being armed with full understanding of all truths? Even the Illuminatis and the secret societies, they don't have this full knowledge, but they can. See, that's what this is. Could be attractive to even them. We have everything that they're still striving for. They're striving for more money, more control, and immortality. A devotee here has it all. They have control over the controller of the universe. And therefore, you don't have all that difficulty to control everything. Everything is already in order. You don't have to fight for supremacy because you have control over the supreme. Why would I need to fight for supremacy of the mode of goodness over passion or ignorance? My Lord already has supreme control over all of that, and all I just get with my buddy, man. I just get close to my buddy, and everything is accomplished. Yeah, yoga Maya is much better. It's more fun. Yeah. See, so we have something for everybody. See, devotees, they can even give respect to Maya. They can give respect. See, demigods and Maya, they're all doing what they are empowered to do. Everybody is. This is all we can do. And let's see, tied together makes more sense than ISKCON and is more real. Yeah, well, comes from ecstatic worship. Everything gets more clear. That's why I love it, man. I love this path. It's perfect. And it's perfectly transmitted to others. It's beautiful. Yeah, we have a commodity, man. We have content here. You know how the people, they talk about content on Facebook. They're always trying to get content, but their content is not, compared to this. It's not very good. This is fantastic content. The contents. See, every day we're emptying the contents of Srimad Bhagavatam. See, emptying them out, giving them to the world, distributing the contents of Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Leelas, the holy name. We're distributing the contents of that. That's our content. And the beautiful thing of this, it just fills of it. It just rises more. It just, you empty it, and then it gets magically full again. From the same verses, we just empty more out. And I just read the same, even the same verses come out and just more full now, just empty, give the content out. And this content, it has magic to it. It awakens who we really are. We're spirit beings, we're spirit souls. See, we need water. The water is these transcendental glories of the Lord. They're very true, very real, very nourishing for the awakening soul. Oh, this is Eric Woody. I was thinking it was the other Eric. Yeah, you got these. Yeah, yeah. Because see, Eric's sensitive. He's got. He even says that he has to be a little careful because his family might not understand. Some of these states. That's smart. You got to be smart. You don't want to be. Because if you get too out there and you're living at home, because you're living at home, he's got to be careful. Even Raghunath Das, he was like that. He was very sensitive. And when he found Lord Caitanya, man, he started to go wild. And Lord Caitanya cooled him down and said, hey, just keep it in your heart when you're at home, and just act like a normal person. But in your heart, you can be that, because your family won't understand. Because when he got a little wild there, they thought he went crazy, This is wonderful. This is not really crazy. People just, if you're in the material consciousness, you're more or less insane. You're not right in the head. Even Vaidhi Bhaktas, if you're just thinking life is about Varnashram Dharma and regulative devotional service, you're not completely cured yet. You need some more help. Some more shiksha. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what you got to see, man. You have comparison. That's why when you stay here long enough, you can understand what is better for you. You know, like what is the, so that's the whole thing is progress, being progressive. Yeah. Mm. This is so fantastic, man. I'm so, God, can this be true, Lord? If I'm thinking that way, it must be true. Of course it can. True means true. True is the best thing you can. Everybody should think what's true is the best experience in life I can get. That's the truest thing for you, right? So that's why I say stay here for a while, stay here for 30 days, really observe and everything, and see if this is the best thing that's happened to you to date. And then consider that truth. The best realization you got today, then consider that true. The most nourishing understanding of life that you've got, and that's true. And then just wait to see if anything gives you anything better than that. But so far, a lot of the devotees here, like Lalita and Johan and Freddie and Govinda, they don't seem to be moving on. And others too. Must be good here. See, Krishna's all attractive, man. If you give the real Krishna, the ones who are really looking for the real Krishna, they'll be satisfied. They'll stick around, If I stop giving the real Krishna, they'll be out of here looking for, where's the real Krishna gone, man? If I want to keep friends around, I better be speaking the real Krishna, really talking about the real truth, And I can only do that if I stay close to my friend, my real, my invisible partner over there, over here, over there, wherever he is. Got to be overshadowed. Got to be in the cloud. Oh, I got to do some videos with that Uville. I really like that guy. He's part of the World Economic Forum, but his videos will be a great preaching tool to make a bridge because people are starting to really like him, because he's got a kind of intelligence, and he says it's all this natural selection and this free will. This is all over with now. He says now we're going to be creating life by intelligent design now because we can do it. See, you get corrupted by the opulences. You're able to use science to go and mess with God's intelligent design. Now you're going to give your less intelligent design on God's creation and create all these weird things, which they're already doing. And you consider that intelligent design. It's illusion. And he's praising that. And he says, yes, we're going to do intelligent design, through the cloud, not the cloud of Jesus in the sky. See, he doesn't believe in Jesus. Oh, that's a story, fantasy. See, the demon types, We're going to use the cloud in the sky, and the cloud in the Microsoft cloud. See, we're going to store your design, all design there. But, in a sense, I say the same thing, but not in their way. Yeah, it's all about the cloud, man. Are you overshadowed by the cloud of transcendence, man? Is the transcendental cloud moving through you, with you? Actually, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, that's the way it was back then. The Exodus and Moses and his following, he had followers. They followed him, but they all saw that there was a cloud following their group. That cloud was God. See, the cloud would follow them. They looked back and they saw this cloud following them. The miracle of God. See, but the cloud was back there still. They saw it in the back. They didn't quite know the God in the cloud, the God of the clouds, of the cloud. See, this Uriel guy also doesn't know the God of the real, of the cloud, not this digital cloud thing. See, so you need to find the devotee. See, because we transmit this cloud into you. This cloud will overshadow your preaching and your life, and will awaken you and sustain you. See, in your worship, you will worship like Lord Caitanya did. Worship the Lord inside, within and a hand. You call him up, call his name. Man. There he is. There is a beauty. There's your full power happiness, man. See? So we also have the cloud. And that cloud is not over in the back of us somewhere else. That cloud was over, we're in the cloud. See? We're in the cloud of God, the transcendental Lord, and that cloud is in us. See? Enables us to speak from the heart. See? But not, how people say, speak from your heart. And what do you give people? Well, it's good just speaking what? Your Maya, basically, your illusions. Speaking from the heart, the material heart. See, the devotees speak from the spiritual heart. See, from the spiritual heart. I had this, I had the experience of the awakening of the spiritual heart in the early 70s with Jesus. I noticed there was a love that awakens above my normal heart. See, this is where people usually feel it's material feeling in the heart here. But there's here, I thought, wow, when that awakened, man, I knew what real compassion is, real love is, true love, everything, see, comes, right? See? And you speak from that heart, see, where the choke come from there. Yeah, you want that kind of life? You want to be a soul winner? Well, come here, man. You want to win people back to the kingdom? Want to find out what the will of God is? You know what the will of God is? Jesus knew. Doing the will of God was to go through him because he was the door. He is the door now. Well, he leaves those keys in the hands of his real followers who have real Christ consciousness and real Christ love. Either you got it from a previous life and you brought it here, or you get it from the preaching, from the word of real devotees. Vaishnavism is the same. See, the will of God. And see, the will of God is, what did Lord come? Remember it says in Bhagavad Gita, those who know the reason that the Lord comes here. See, the will of God is the reason he comes here. And the purpose he comes here for. And the nature of his activities. They are liberated. They go back to the kingdom. So that's why the Lord, Jesus said, my real brothers, my real mothers, my real friends are those who do the will of God. See? So the will of God was to go through Jesus when he was here. And it's still, the line is going, you got to go through the preaching of these devotees, of his real devotees. In our line is more clear. It helps, it enhances all lines. It enhances that line, if anybody wants to come. The real will of God is what? Oh, it's so apparent. It's so easy peasy. It's so clear. Why is it unclear? Because people's hearts are not clear. You got to hear that will of Lord Caitanya, who is God, Radha and Krishna. He was the love of God in person. He knew the will of God. He preached the will of God, and we also preach. We also know the will of God. The will of God is to come into the society of His intimate devotees and chant holy names in awakened ecstasy and nourish your bhakti. That's the will of God. That's what the Lord Caitanya came here to do, to taste the nectar and name and show by example how to be delivered easy peasy quickly. That's the will of the Lord. If you're doing some other path, even now, Varnashram Dharma, which was okay for the beginning, but now you get to know the real will of God, and therefore you will be delivered by following that will, acting according to that will, which is not Varnashram Dharma's strict following. Strict following of this word is deeper. It's more clarity on what is really the result of Varnashram Dharma. Ultimately, like what result could it be is to bring you to the devotees who teach you that the Lord came here to show His will and to follow in the footsteps of His will. What He wants intimacy. He wants you. Uncle Sam wants you. Lord Caitanya wants you in His army of intimate, ecstatic associates. That's His will. It's always been His will since He came in here into incarnation. His will in this Kali Yuga is that you become His intimate associate. Not become only a Varnashram. That's okay, that's the beginners. Anybody ready to come out of that into the real will, the confidential teaching of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which describes his real glory. And the real glory that you and everybody can get. To be intimate with the eternally immortal Lord, which makes you eternally immortal. Just comes with the territory. You don't even think of being liberated, but you are, just naturally. You're liberated in your glorification of the absolute truth as it is. Tasting those glories. Just distributing those glories by tasting them publicly. What a great way. I just turn on the camera and I taste the glories of the name and taste the glories of the preaching of the absolute truth as it is. Oh, just taste, and deliver. Easy peasy, deliver people, man. I love it. Love that path, man. Love easy peasy. Doesn't everybody want the shortcut? Wouldn't everybody like to come to the front of the line? Do you like to stand in queues? You ever stand in a queue a long time to get a ticket on the seat? You come here, man. I just come here and I bring you to the front. Oh, you come into first class. Come, first class flight to Vrindavan. Very comfortable. Well, a little discomfort for a while, because of, what's inside you. We have to kind of get that out, man. Pull that out. Get rid of it, Throw it down the, you ever seen those toilets in the airplane? This is like an airplane with the toilet. You got to get the refuse out, so we just flush it down those air, you ever see that? You flush that toilet in the plane, it goes whoosh out into the material atmosphere. We don't need it. We've got our atmosphere. We're flying high. You want to learn any of this crazy wisdom, crazy, wonderful wisdom? You want to see the show of all shows? The greatest show on earth to this date? I'm telling you, now that I think about it, this is the greatest show on earth, man. See, greatest show. What are you showing in this world, man? What are you demonstrating in this world? What are you contributing to this world? Well, I'm only contributing this life's ultimate goal. I know it's not much. Life's ultimate goal, love of God, that's not even interesting to any of these gurus, obviously.
What's the core preaching? Life's ultimate goal is all this crying and laughing and choking up and relishing the holy name. What is that? Ain't Krishna consciousness. There you go. There's your gurus, man. They don't, that's what they're teaching. You're teaching you other stuff, huh? Well, I'm going to teach this. I'm more committed to I really believe, I know this is the will of God to make you. He wants you. Lord Caitanya wants you, the ones who worshiping him in ISKCON and Gaudiya Samiti. He wants you in an intimate relationship with him. And he wants to show you that you will be fully satisfied. That you will find the ultimate happiness in this relationship. That no one can bring you to except this kind of show on the stage of the world. To broadcast this on the stage of the world. Broadcast these spotless glories of the Lord. Spotless. No spots. See, no spots on this tiger. How would you like to be a tiger without any spots? Well, you come and get my Lord and he'll use you. You'll become a tiger with no spots. You guys got quite a conversation going on. Wow, look at all those comments. Amazing. This is so fun. Isn't this fun, man? This is a kick, man. Wow, what entertainment, man. I love this Bhagavatam, man. It'll pull you right out of the illusory entertainments of this world, man. That's what it is. You know, everything's about attention. You know, what captures our attention? That these the controllers of the world know this. The sub-control. Let's call them sub-controllers. They know that the Maya is always trying to capture your attention, especially now, you know, on Facebook. To look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, and then you're so it's called. They even say it's just distractions. They want to distract your attention from what? From this. Oh, this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate treasure, man. Maya's always trying to distract everybody's attention from this. Even those gurus are distracting you from this. Those sannyasis distracting you from this. Those little astrology, those ghosts that Maria sees, those things she believes so much in, they're distracting her from this. Everything is a distraction except this. See, the Lord wants to capture people's attention on this. See, this truths, this wisdom, this ecstasy, this happiness, this satisfaction of his transcendental senses, so we can be delivered forever in this. That's why you see the devotees, when they start communing with the Lord, they want to give full attention there. Because so attractive, more attractive than anything. See, we're in a ship. You see the ship here? We're in a spaceship going to Goloka. We're just cutting through the butter of the universe. It's just like butter now. It's not like thick goo, black goo. You know, everybody going through this thing in the goo. They're in the goo. We're in the butter, man. Just butter is nice and soft. We're going right through there. Unbelievable. Word ship. Govinda gets these, he really gets all these great analogies, man. The other Eric. Okay, great. Yeah, we got two Erics here today. All right. Go looking for Dobbin or bust. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Everything else will be a bust, man. You know? See, this is Goloka Vrindavan and bust, the bust of the gopis, you know, the love of the gopis. Yeah. Goloka Vrindavan and bust. Yes, we want that bust, those bust. Love of Krishna, man. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Talk about essence. Can you imagine? Compare this verse to the words people are speaking to themselves and to you that don't describe the glories. See, the words that do describe the glories give so much happiness to the devotees. See, Narada Muni knows, so that's why he goes around, he just speaks about the spotless glories of the Lord and stays happy. He chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotion and remains happy. He does this eternally because it's always ever fresh, it's ever deepening. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think I got to stop for a while, let my voice rest a little bit. So the second crew can watch the replay anyway. Or actually, I think Lalita Gunga, it's your turn, Lalita. You usually go. I've been kind of taking her spot. Her and River can go on, you know. Yeah, so Lalita, why don't you go on? Give a nice little class. Yeah, I'll watch. I'm sorry, hogging the show too much, man. It's so hard to give it up. Powerhouse, yeah. Yes, thank you there. Thank you, Karuna, for holding the space. It was Karuna here. He's giving the channels out and everything. Everybody, give Karuna your blessings. And the bleachers. Okay, so all right, so we'll see you in a little bit. So let's watch Lalita's show if she goes on. Or I don't know, whoever goes on. Yeah. I think Lalita, she's kind of like me. Has to go on, man. You know, just have to glorify the Lord. You know, what else is there in this world, man? And her glorification is so beautiful. And all the ecstatic devotees, man, you know, it's just where real beauty is. It's something for us to really aspire for. Sorry, Janaki, you know, I got up early again. See, we got the crew over there in America, so it's too early for them. They changed the time, so it's, you know, it's really early. It's like, yes, we'll go to Lalitaville. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.